starting of this year, the rupee value $1 is equals to 74 rupees. But now the rupee value is depreciating, and $1 is equals to 80 rupees, 82 rupees now. So as you can see from this, the Indian rupee is depreciating, and these questions has been asked from the finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and she has replied that this is not like our policies are not doing better. We are not doing better. Our rupee is depreciating. It means the US dollar is doing better, and the US dollar value is uplifting. So this is what happening. Let's see what is happening and what are the reasons for the depreciating of the Indian rupee and the other currencies in the world. Let's see. So the first reason is the aggressive monetary policy of the US. So what happens at the COVID times, the US has increased has given a lot of subsidies to the public, about $5 trillion. So which is very high, due to which there was a production very at the COVID times, the production was very low and demand was very high. That's why the inflation has took place, and due to which to regulate, to stabilize that inflation in US, they are increasing their interest rate. So that's why what is happening, the people which have invested in India, what they are doing, they are taking away their money from the India, and in US they are getting high interest rates. So that's why they are investing in the US. So this is what happening in India. The money is going out, the dollar is going out of the country and moving towards the US. So this is the reason for depreciating of the value of the Indian rupee. And the second thing is the Russian-Ukraine war. So due to the Russian-Ukraine war, the prices of the energy has hiked, and our dependency on the oil is about 85%. We are dependent on the imports for 85% of the crude oil. That's why as the prices of the energy hikes, that's why we have to the government has to spend a lot of dollars from the forex reserve. That's why our forex reserve is decreasing, and the value of the rupee is also depreciating, because the forex reserve plays a very vital role for stabilizing the value of the Indian currency, that's rupee. And after that, the another reason is COVID lockdown. So at the time of the COVID lockdowns, due to the lockdowns, low production and the demand was high. So that's why the inflation has increased, and this is also the reason. And actually after the COVID lockdowns, it means in just 1 second all the market has been opened. Due to the transportation cost, everyone vehicles has been started, and the transport has been started, due to which the demand for the oil has increased. So that's why what happened, the demand increased, suddenly the demand increased, and where demand is very high, there the prices of that object, that substance increases. So that's what happened to the prices of the energy products has increased at that time. So these are the reasons, and let's see how it is impacting our Indian economy. So it is impacting by inflation, and actually depreciation is the decreasing of the value of the Indian rupee in comparison to the other currencies. And that's why in domestic India we can see the inflation in the retail and wholesale prices. So from this we can see, and the increasing household consumption, it means the household expenditure is increasing, and after that this is mostly affecting the poorer or middle class section, because due to the inflation their expenses is going high, and they have to spend a lot for a small amount of money. What in the past they have to spend a little for that object, but due to inflation this is affecting the middle class of the India a lot. And after that it is affecting the import and imports. Mainly it affects the imports. Let's see how. Because before inflation, before these kinds of problems, the depreciation of India, the $1 is equals to, let's say, 60 rupees. So then if we have to buy anything like $1 rupee, $1 product, then we have to give 60 rupees. But now $1 is equals to 80 rupees, then we have to give 80 rupees, 20 rupees more for that product. So that's how we can see that we have to pay more. So that's why the import is not that much cost friendly. now, and the industries which are dependent on the imports are suffering a lot. And after that, if you see the second section, that exports, then actually exports are gaining much more, because now if anyone wants to buy 50 rupees $1 thing from India, where $1 is equals to 50 rupees, then they can give 50 rupees and get the $1 product. But now what happens, $1 is equals to 60 rupees. So then the person which is outside the country, they have to pay 60 rupees for that, 10 rupees more. So that why those which are dependent on the exports, they have to actually they are getting 10 rupees more. So that's why they are gaining. But there is another problem, that Indian products are becoming less competitive in the market. But there is also a conclusion that the currencies of the every country is decreasing. So that's why I think all the products in the global economy are losing their shine and becoming less competitive. So that's why it is like equal situation for every country. So these are the problems, and now I'm going to talk that what the steps that RBI is taking. Actually, RBI is increasing its interest rate, and recently the RBI has increased the interest rate, so that most of the people don't go out to the US economy and stays in our economy, so that the value, the money in our the number of dollars in our country stays, and after that we are trading with other countries like Russia and many countries in our local currency like rupees, and the Russia is trading with its domestic currency. So that's how we are losing, and we are it means losing the dependency on the US dollar. We are decreasing the dependency on the US dollars, and our RBI are showing that kinds of policies which are investor friendly, so that more investment, more FDI will be in India. So these are the steps that RBI is taking.